Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jersey and today we are back with another Palworld build video, updating and continue to build on this Japanese theme base since the update came out, and we are going to be working on that building back there. We need to update it, we need to make it feel that it belongs here, and that is one of our new buildings that we're going to be building around this base, so we have something beautiful to look at in the area. So the first thing we're going to do a little walkway walkthrough, just in case you haven't seen this building. Now again, if you want to build this particular building, there is a video on the channel showing you how to build this specifically in this location. So if you need to see that, you can check on the right hand corner right over here, and it's going to show you how to build that building. Also, don't forget that if you just want to see the walkthrough of the final product, how everything looks, you can go all the way down to the last probably like between 10 minutes of the video, go all the way to the end so you can see the final walkthrough of the video. But now let's get started. So one of the first things that I really wanted to do is, because this is something that I always had in my mind, I wanted to make another bridge coming from the base that is gonna lead us to this section now. So the idea behind all of this is I want to create kind of like a village with a little bit of distance, right? We want to give some property and keep a lot of the nature, but I do want to have like all these different buildings in the backgrounds, houses, different shapes and form. That way when you're in the base and you look around, either from a height or angles, you want to be able to see something in the distance. And it's kind of, you know, it's just for a show, of course, but it gives me the opportunity to continue to build and come up with cool ideas and different type of houses. Now that we finished the little bridge right there, what I did on the little bridge, I kind of want to bring that illusion into this build right here. So one of the first thing is we want to change all the pillars on the top. We're going to change the foundation pillars right over here, and we're going to do the stone one. And because, you know, I really like what we did with the little bridge, and I want to continue that theme of that bridge and continue now on this one, and then any other bridges that we end up doing around this area, I kind of want to keep it in that same theme. So we want to keep things a little bit uniform. Now this house right here, as you can see, is all elevated because it's sitting on top of this beautiful waterfall that is gonna go see it. Now one of the reasons that I kind of was excited to build this house here is because when that update, the Sakura update came out and they gave us pillar, I really wanted to try the pillars out and what we could do with it, how close could we build to somewhere to kind of at the edge of a cliff. And yeah, and this is why this house right here. Now it's also here because it looks beautiful from the base, right? When you're walking around the base, when you look in a specific angle, you see this house way up here. And again, that's also something that I really wanted, was having this foreground background of houses in the area that will help give this beautiful illusion of this base. Now we're gonna extend these pillars on the outside. We're gonna add some more. I was a little on the fence of that, but we do want to bring all of those down so it feels like everything is something is holding all that porch in. We're gonna replace all the roof over here. We're gonna use the Japanese roofing just to match like the other bridge, and then on the flooring over here we are changing it to the stone one, and now we have this beautiful look and feel for all the bridges that we want to start adding. And anytime we gotta go across somewhere, I know we can jump over the creeks and stuff like that, but it's nice to have something a little more structure, right? More structure. And it's also cool to see the normal wild pals when they're walking, they actually use this stuff, so I think it's actually very neat. Over here we are continuing to replace some of the more of the panels of the home, so we're changing some of the doors and the windows and everything with the Japanese items, because you know that's the whole idea here. Now I started looking at more houses online, and something that I noticed a lot when it comes to the Japanese home, especially in this particular style, because those are the pieces that we're given, so I want to kind of imitate a lot of those houses. One of the big keys that I always seen is they have some type of porch, you know, either wraparound, front, side, L shape, two-tier level dock or deck or something like that. And that's something that got me thinking for future designs that I may want to do in this particular area or future bases, because I'm like, you know what, that looks really cool. Okay, so we're gonna continue to change now the roof with swamping pieces again. I want this roofing to look again more like a normal home now. I'm not trying to make it look super elegant or anything like that. So we just have the roof, you kind of going a triangle on the top, coming up all the way down, 2 panels coming down, and just kind of doing the little tweaks here. But I do truly want it to feel more like a home. The farther away we get from the main base, I just want it to feel like normal homes. Now this home is not going to have a lot of detail, even on the outside, because it's more for looks from far away. It's gonna have enough detail that when you stand from far away, you can you see the house and you see, oh, but it's not like the detail that we're putting to buildings that are closer. Now, if I'm bored one day and I got some spare time or I'm stuck, maybe I add more detail to it, you know. But at the moment, the layout and the idea is gonna be here for you guys to enjoy. We're gonna change the flooring over here. We're gonna take out this wood. We're gonna add the green one here, the Japanese one, just to give it again that beautiful feel. I kind of feel like this particular green one is going to be great for the porches, and then when you go outside of the porch, then to use the normal wood one. And I can't wait to try a combination like that in the future. Of course, we are replacing all the stairs. I hope that the more stairs come in the future that have the rails, because it's so beautifully, and I love it. I love that they added that rail. I'm so glad that they did, especially for this one, because it always felt like just too empty, and I really like the railing on the stairs. All right, so here is when I started deciding that for some reason things didn't look quite finished just yet. I don't know, there was something bothering me, and after looking at again so many houses, I decided to go with a wraparound porch. Now, if you don't like the wraparound porch idea, you want to keep this build a little bit smaller, maybe this is just way too much for you, for your taste, for your likes, then yeah, feel free. You don't have to definitely you don't have to do the wraparound porch, and just keep it a little bit more normal. Just keep it more normal for you. But I decided to go with it, and I feel like it did give it something, especially on the backside. I felt like it was kind of unfinished. I don't know, that there was something off for me. So by adding the porch and adding the support and the pillars, it just gave it this look that I wanted. And as you can see over there, now the wraparound porch is wrapping around and attaching to the bridge, and I really like that a lot. I just think it's actually pretty cool the way it's attached. Now the bridge, I don't know, I keep debating and I keep trying to figure out, do I want the bridge, all the roofing all the way attached to the house, or do I want to give one square break like it ends? I'm trying to decide that. I need to see it more times. I keep on doing it and redoing it, undoing it, redoing it. I like both looks, because sometimes it gives it that separation of the roof of the house, and it's just one of those things I'm trying to decide. And maybe you guys do something cool. Let me know if you guys do. But again, we're gonna use the benches over here. We're gonna do this beautiful all the way around. We're gonna do the benches, and we're gonna do this beautiful fencing with the benches. This is gonna go all the way around. At least for me, it's gonna go all the way around the porch. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, I always wanted to do a walkway leading to the dungeon. One of the reasons that I also picked this place to make my build, not just because of the oil that I really wanted, but there was a dungeon over here and it looked down into a cliff, and I was like, you know what? It'd be great to do a walkway, and we finally get to do that today, and I'm so excited to actually, you know, do that. It's fun. Now, the way that I started this is, I wanted to start it from the entrance and work my way up towards the base, not the other way around, because I figure it would be easier to do it this way and then adjust to make it over there than coming all the way down and then I'm too elevated or something like that. So I try to aim it to feel like it's aiming to the middle of the dungeon, and then we're gonna start working our way up. And as you can see, some section, if you go too deep in the water, it's not gonna register. So you gotta find a way, curve it, do it this here. It's something, you know, some areas it will let you build, some other areas done. So that's what you see here. That's why in a way it's curving, but I think it came out very beautifully. It was just exactly what I wanted. I just wanted a staircase system to go down and just to make it work. And All of this is possible now because of the pillars too. Let's not forget about that. Because of that update that we got, all these pillars has made it more possible for us to build in a different way, especially like to do this stair system. So I really like it. So I'm going with old stone here first on all the stairs. I want to make sure that everything's gonna work out, and then we're gonna replace the stairs with the Japanese one and keep it like that. But I got the foundation now. If I'm keeping the rest of the foundation with stone, just in case you get some of the wild pals and the fire ones and they're like, they want to fight it, then you know, at least then we can just re-add the stairs, and that's all I care about. So but the rest I keep in stone. I'm not building everything in wood just in case, you know. It's kind of future proofing yourself just in case. But as you can see, we're replacing it here. We added 2 different sections that has the little roofing, just kind of, I don't know. And we're gonna put probably some benches eventually there, and maybe put some greenery. I didn't get to do that on this video because I actually, to be honest, completely forgot to actually. I noticed that when I did the walkthrough, when I was doing the final walkthrough, and since I was doing the final walkthrough, I was just like, you know what, it's fine. But look at this look, and then I love the way it looked towards the base, and then you can see the other home, and then it's just all connecting so beautifully, and I love it. Now I noticed from far away that I was missing one whole column section over here, so we definitely needed to add that because we wanted to feel complete. Over here I decided to extend this little area, and we're gonna do another kind of those little shrines or cemetery using the stones over here, and then put in the little flower and just kind of give it this feel like there's a little memorial on the side over here. It looks very beautiful from far away as well. Again, if you watched the last video, this is something that I talked about that I want to add throughout different areas of this base, just little sections like this that are gonna be, it just adds this beautiful. And if you walk this section of this island where we're at, right, from the sacred up there, you see stuff like that, and either way in just as you're walking around. So that's part of the inspiration, and it's just connecting very well. So I really like the way everything is just kind of work out together. Now over here we adding the stone lamps, right? Because the stone lamp, again, it gives it a little bit extra of that Japanese feel, especially on the floor. They're really great. I'm hoping one day they will illuminate Palworld. Make the stone lamps illuminate, you know, please. It'd be great. We will love it. Now something that I really wanted to try, I ended up liking it, so I like it. If you don't like this idea, you don't have to do it. But I decided that I didn't like just to see the columns by itself, and I want to imagine like these columns, the vines grew throughout time, and I kind of just added these vines. Now I may actually tweak it a little bit. I feel like I added too many vines, so I'm gonna come back in the future and kind of take a few, go back far away and do it again. Take a few, go back and far away. But again, that one is gonna be more touchy feel based for me. But I feel like I added way too many. When you're up close, when you're doing it, it looks one way. When you look for far away, it looks another one. And since it was so far away, and kind of you had to glide and then get back over there, I wasn't jumping back and forth. So, and I noticed that I should have done that. I should have just taken a little more time and get it right. So we're gonna add some lanterns here. I gotta get more resources to add more lanterns, but I think at least I added the ones that I had at the moment. I do want to do more lanterns. Something that I really want to add when it comes to the lanterns, I'm gonna put them right here on the floor for now, as you see them. But eventually, all of this, I want those 2 cherry blossoms. I want to add them into the tree, kind of like we did with the Parthenon. All right, so as you can see over here, there is the main section right over here. You start seeing the beautiful home. You see the bridge area, and now we're gonna walk over there, and we're gonna give you that kind of this full feel, right? Because that's what we're working hard on this base, is creating these walkways and staircases and side like walkways across homes, like right here, and then leading you to the bridge, leading you to the other one. I kind of want to do something on the side over here eventually, kind of add maybe another small house or something like that. Over here you see the normal piles in the wall. You see the bridge. That made me so happy, by the way. I was like, yes, it just looks so cool. Now please don't burn it. That's all I ask. Don't fight, don't burn it. But as you get over here, you start seeing the beautiful home from far away, and I really like the design. Again, I'm trying to decide if I want the bridge, the roof of the bridge over there to attach to the home or not. I'm just trying to decide on that. I keep playing it, but maybe one day will hit me completely if I want to do it or not. Sometimes you just gotta wait a day or two and then you get that. But as you can see, the small little bridge here, this is kind of the feel I want over there. So maybe I should do it and just keep both sides, because on the front over here, I did clean it up and I did leave one spot. So maybe I should do it over there too, and that will give us a little bit of separation. I went ahead, since this is a double walkway, because one didn't look good. If you see the original video of this building this thing, it looked off. I didn't like the way it feel. Now, one thing that I may do, I didn't do it for this one, but you see how now I extended the walk around porch. I may be able to add another panel, make it 3, and then make this bridge 1 block. And if I do 1 block, I think I may like the bridge a little bit better, but I wanted to make it feel centered. I think to me that is important. So I just want that feel when you look at it, doesn't look like weird or out of the way. As you can see, all the benches are being built over here. We got the beautiful home, we got the little door open. We added a few bonsai, again, like I mentioned, very minimal decoration, because this is just supposed to be seen from far away, because we just want to be able to see it from the base this way. But if you ever over here look at the view and seeing the base on the opposite direction, I think it looks very beautiful, very beautiful. Everything is coming out together so nicely. I'm so happy about that. But as you can see, it's just a beautiful walk around porch. Over here you see the little like the cemetery over there on the side. I added benches on this other side over here to make sure when we go up the walkway, you know, kind of make it safety and all that. I may add a couple maybe plants there, I think, or I was thinking maybe doing glass there. I'm still trying to decide. Again, I don't need so much detail over here, but it's something that we may do. Again, the inside of the home is gonna be empty, because if I want to decorate it, then I want to. But again, these buildings are more for show from the outside. Out here, you can see, you can take the little walkway. And I like how this particular section looks on the base from far away. It just is nice. It's way up here. It looks beautiful, and I love it. I love it. I'm glad that I did extend it. Again, I wish we had some more type of greenery that we can add to the area, but one day, hopefully one day, they'll give us more of that. As you can see on the bottom, that's the walkway that leads you all the way to the dungeon. I'm excited for the dungeon. I think the dungeon is, I just love that walkway, and I was so glad that I was able to make it all the way from the base, where you can just walk down and make it straight to dungeon. I know we're gonna probably jump most of the time to make it there quicker, but for the looks and the aesthetic of everything, I think it's gonna be really nice. As you can see, we got a couple rooms, just kind of showcasing a little bit of the door, the division, and in the inside, you make it your own. You know, after you got the whole layout, you can just redo the inside and make it fit the way you want. You can see the dungeon down there, the walkway. I think that looks really nice. I love the way everything's coming together in the base. I still need to work, again, a lot of details around the main buildings, where we got all the trees and stuff like that. There's still quite a few things that we need to do, but it's all coming together, and that's the most important part. It's all coming together. All right, so we're gonna walk on this direction. There's another pile using the little bridge over there. I really love that. I don't know why that makes me so happy, but it's so nice, and I'm glad that they actually do that, that they don't, the wild piles don't just register, oh wait, building block, and they go away. I'm glad that they actually use it, so I think that is very, very fun. We're gonna look now everything that we did from different angles from the building, you know, so we're gonna go on this direction. We wanna go all the way up, so this gives you if you haven't seen this building, this gives you a look of what we did over here when we open the door. I love when you open that door and you see the view of the base. I mean, that's why we work so hard. But look at this view. I think it looks great. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna make that bridge, I'm gonna take 1 square completely off. I think that is gonna help. I just feel, I don't know, let me down in the comment, let me know what you think. But I'm thinking I might take 1 off, and I think I'm gonna change that bridge into 1. It's gonna be a lot of work. Not in a hurry to do it, but I think if it's still in my mind, I may change that to make it feel a little more aesthetic. I like the feel more of the 1 square bridge. Now that I did the wraparound porch, then I have the width now to actually make it look center. So, because if it's not, it's gonna bother me. All right, so we're going down the steps over here, and now we're gonna take the walkway down into the dungeon. Now this section here, I wanna make it look better. We may do some greenery, we may do some stuff, make it a little more official. So there's gonna be a little work to do here, but I don't know how to do it just yet, so we're gonna work on that. But look at how cool it is when you go down the little area. This is when I was doing the walkthrough, I forgot to add the benches. I want to add one there, and then one and one, or go with glass. We could go with glass, but the problem with glass on the first one, you won't be able to see through it. So you can see through it, but I want this to actually see it. So I think I'm gonna still go with bench and just add greenery and stuff to it, and then we make it all the way down here. And once again, this leads you into the dungeon that right now is closed right now. But then I changed the one and I just added some stairs because it won't let me add the pillars that I want to the last one. It looked unfinished every single time. That bothers me, so I decided to do it this way. The roof over here, I'm still thinking if I'm gonna extend the one or not, so I'm trying to think. And then when you look up into the new house that we built up there, I think it looks cool. And look at how cool you look down here. I really love this view. This is one of my favorite views right here. Just seeing the staircase leading up, seeing all the pillars, seeing all the stone. It's just, it really, I don't know, it just motivates me to be like, yes, I want to do more. I want to build more, right? Here we go, another shot of the view of the top of the home, because this is what we want to see it from far away, see how beautiful it is. And I really like it, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed this build, the updated build. Don't forget that there is a build showcasing the original building, how we did it, and then this will be the updated. But guys, I do want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more Palworld, more build, more of everything that we do on this channel, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right guys, see you later, bye.